Right, settle in for 3 minutes, will you? Find yourself a comfortable spot. Maybe that chair you never sit in because it's covered in laundry. Rebus here, and I've got something that took me decades to learn, so listen up, folk. The art of not giving a toss what others think. Aye, you heard that right. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is some selfish nonsense, hear me out. This might be the most important skill you never learned. I spent years, bloody years, twisting myself into knots trying to please everyone around me. Worried sick about what the neighbours thought, what colleagues might say, whether I was fitting in properly. And you know what it got me? Mental exhaustion and a life that didn't feel like mine. Here's the thing that finally cracked it for me. Most people are too busy worrying about their own shite to spend much time judging yours. That voice in your head telling you everyone's watching and evaluating your every move, that's mostly your own paranoia talking. I remember being terrified to express an opinion at work meetings, scared someone might think I was daft. Meanwhile, half the room was thinking the exact same thing I was, but they were too worried about looking stupid to say either. We're all walking around in circles, afraid of ghosts. But here's where it gets interesting. Your gut instincts. They're trying to tell you something important. That feeling when someone's taking the mickey of you. Trust it. That sense that a situation doesn't feel right. Listen to it. But we ignore these signals because we're too busy worrying what others might think if we hacked on them. The breakthrough came when I realised the people whose opinions actually matter, Eve, the few real friends I've got, they accept me as I am. Grumpy bits, stubborn streaks and all. They didn't need me to perform or pretend to be someone else. And the folk who didn't accept the real me, well, their opinion's worthless anyway, isn't it? Why would I want approval from people who only like fake versions of me? Now, I'm nae saying become a selfish git who tramples over everyone. There's a difference between not caring what people think and not caring about people. You can still be kind, still be considerate, still help folk when they need it, but you do it because it aligns with who you are, nae because you're desperate for approval. The beautiful irony is this. When you stop performing for others, when you start being authentic, the right people respect you more. They can sense the difference between someone who's genuine and someone who's just trying to please. Look at it this way. If your gut's telling you something feels off about a person or situation, but you ignore it because you're worried about seeming judgmental or difficult, who are you really protecting? Certainly nae yourself. So, here's my challenge to you this week. Pay attention to when you're making decisions based on what others might think, instead of what feels right to you. Catch yourself when you're performing instead of just being. Start small if you need to. Maybe it's expressing your actual opinion instead of just agreeing. Maybe it's saying no to something you didn't want today. Maybe it's trusting that gut feeling when someone gives you the creeps. Because here's the truth, the people worth knowing will respect your authenticity, and the ones who didn't, well, their opinions was never worth having anyway. The art of not giving a toss isn't about becoming heartless, it's about becoming real. And there's nothing more powerful than someone who's comfortable in their own skin. Well, there's your 3 minutes of liberation wisdom. Now go practice being yourself instead of who you think everyone wants you to be. See you soon, and remember, the right people will love you for who you actually are, nae who you pretend to be.